Yes. Yes. We are here. Just getting live on all the platforms at the moment. So let's get live. Hold on. Why is it? All right. Okay. Going live on Instagram in a second. Come on, Instagram work. Please. Kai Williams, Larry, what's up? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get live on freaking Instagram. It's not working, but I'm about to bring the energy because we're going to go right now. But this damn thing is not working. I'm still going to bring the energy, though. Just wait for this damn thing to work. This is not how I wanted to start lockdown right now. This is not the way I wanted to start. But things happen, we're going to move. We're going to go on. Things happen, we move, we're going to go on. And I think I figured it out. Okay, here we go. Yes! It's working. Okay, finally. God, that took forever. I'm sorry, guys, about that. This is episode 2 of Lockdown. Welcome, guys, everyone on YouTube. This is now on Facebook. This is now on Instagram Live right now. Big shout outs to everybody that came last time. It was really good to see the first people there. The guys that were there for the initiation ceremony. It was amazing. We had an amazing initiation ceremony where we got the hood on and we did the 3 X's. You guys know what the 3 X's is? 3 X's, everyone on Instagram Live. The energy is coming. Stop scrolling to the freaking next story with your crush. This doesn't matter. This matters. It's about the 3 X's. 3 X's, guys. And that's where we start with lockdown. Lockdown starts with the 3 X's. X number 1 is no excuses. X number 2 is excellence. Next, number 3 is multiplying. Multiplying, that's the X without unity. And today I'm really happy because we got someone who demonstrates all 3. Connor, I can see you. The others can't see you at the moment. Big smile from Connor. He's about to come on. The 3 X's is he epitomizes all these 3 X's to the T, and definitely that no excuses one, he epitomizes it like no other. And I'm so glad to get into that 3 to 4 minutes from now. Big shout out to Kieran, Kai, Ollie, Yike, everybody on Instagram. Benny, Mr. Real is on. I've been having real fun talking to you on Instagram DMs. If you guys have any feedback, anything that you want to see in Lockdown Live, make sure you at me, Nick Humph on Instagram or on Twitter. Real quick before we get started today about this episode, which is about this inspiring 17-year-old that we have. I wanted to talk to you guys quickly about something that happened on Snapchat today, actually. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, make sure you go to add me at Nick Humph on Snapchat, because I'm very, very active there. And there's only a handful of you that follow me there. And like, things get real there. Like, you want to go deep, things get deep on that Snapchat. I had this story, guys, where this guy contacted me. He's actually 17, I think, himself. This guy comes from Ireland, right? And this guy wants to be a professional football player, and he's in his final year of school. And he asked me, Nick, should I quit the final year of school to do this other program, which would allow me to earn money, so I can pursue my dream of being a professional footballer? And the way this guy talked about his question, he wrote like a paragraph, right? And he was kind of debating the pros and the cons and if he should do it or not. Now, this guy has been following me for a couple of years. I've like bounced with him on and off through the years. And I know that this guy thinks a hell of a lot about things that are going on in his life and decisions that he has to make. I want to bring this up because I know that this is such a common struggle for all of you. Maybe not all of you as in every single person, but for the majority of you, overthinking can be a real issue. Now, going back to the point about this guy, okay, he's like weighing up whether he should focus more in school or focus more on the football. I'm like, bro, you know how many hours you have in the day? You know how many hours you have in the week? And this is something I preach about 166 times on Train Effective, but I'm preaching it now to everybody on here right now. After you sleep and after you get, go to the toilet and watch TV for an hour a day or whatever, you got about 100 hours a week to focus on whatever you want to do. 100 hours a week. You sleep 8 hours a night, go to the toilet, eat dinner, watch an hour of TV a night, whatever. You got about 100 hours a week. 100 hours a week. 100 hours a week. And this guy is tossing up between whether he should do the two. I'm like, bro, audit your time. Audit your time. Where's that 100 hours a week going? Because I guarantee you, to pass school, to just pass it, if you really focus, you can pass school with 20, 30 hours a week max of actual focus work. When you actually get the book, guys, you get your book and you're a bookworm and you like put your phone off, turn this little thing off and actually just put in your AirPods or put in whatever and just focus, you get so much more done. Unfortunately, what most people do is they put a book in front of them and then they got their phone next to them and they're freaking checking Instagram every 5 minutes. That's not work. I'm telling you, you can pass. I'm telling you, you can pass with 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week max of work. So when you got that, you got 70 hours a week. You can do whatever you want, 70 hours a week. Professional footballers don't train more than 20 hours a week. They don't train more than 20 hours a week. So you got, if you train like a professional footballer does, 20 hours a week, you got 50 hours a week on your hands to do whatever you want. 50 hours. 50 hours to do whatever you want. This is why I'm not mad at the guy. I understand where he's coming from because this is what happens in the 50 hours a week. In the other 50 hours a week, you start overthinking. You start really thinking about whether the decision you're making is right or not. So in that 50 hours a week, you start bullshitting yourself. You start doing that work in school and you keep every second line that you read on the page, you keep second guessing every second page, every third page. Oh man, should I be really reading this book? Like, I want to be this footballer thing anyway. Or you go play football, and then in training, you're thinking about, is this football thing really what I'm supposed to be? And you keep thinking about it, bullshitting, and you don't get anything done. You don't succeed in school. You don't succeed in football. And in the 50 hours that you're spending, whatever you're doing at home, especially during coronavirus, you're second guessing on crap, which you don't need to second guess on because you've made a decision. And once you make a decision and you stick with it, then you don't need to worry. Just go with it. Go with your gut. You can do both. You can do the football thing. You can do the school thing, or you can do the music thing, or whatever it is in your life that you want to do. And that's what the 3 X's is all about. It's about no excuses. It's about striving for that excellence and multiplying by us. And that 3rd X is just what I want to preach with you guys. I get DMs, I get messages from everybody all day. And so many of those questions are just like paragraphs and paragraphs, and you're just overthinking it. Make a decision. You got enough time. Do it. But most importantly, when you make that decision, stick with it and don't look back. Life is long. You got time to do what you want. That's all I wanted to say. Okay? Can do 3 X's with me. P4 Footy, Sisically, Casey, Sirasaki. I'm just balling away. I'm talking to everyone that's on Instagram right now who's cared to join me. Thank you, guys. Lockdown, guys, is all about the 3X's. So please do the 3X's with me. Throw those X's up. Throw the emojis up. Because when you're in lockdown, it's all about the 3 emojis. There's no bullshitting here. No, we do what we got to do. So that's the 3X's. Train Insane, Tushar, that's the 3X's. Throw up those 3X's. Svevi OGM with the 3X's, 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 3X's. Guys, we're going to get right into it. Connor, are you ready, buddy? Connor is ready. Let's bring him on. Everybody on hey Connor, everybody on Instagram right now, you can tune into YouTube. Go to my link in bio so you can get the YouTube link. So you can see Connor and his and what shirt he's wearing today, which says, what does it say?
I have no idea. Yeah, New York. Urban Soul, New York.
Connor, have you visited New York before?
I've never been, no.
I visited, man, after being inspired by some movies and TV shows and stuff. And what a place.
Yeah, it seems amazing. Pretty cool.
I would love to live there one day. My goodness.
For sure.
Connor, most people watching this are not going to know who you are.
Yep.
But I brought you on specifically because the last couple of years we've been talking.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not last couple of years, maybe like last 12 months or something like that. But I can't remember how I stumbled across you or you stumbled across me. Do you remember?
I used to watch your YouTube channel all the time because I used to play football like every day before when I was in school. And then I think I just messaged you saying, I like your channel and stuff. And then you followed me back and just from there.
I think you might have commented on a post or something.
Yeah, maybe.
At your profile or DM. And then look, guys, I saw Connor's profile, which I didn't know his name was Connor at the time. His profile said T1D teenager. And I was like, oh, T1D, type 1 diabetes teenager. And I started like scrolling through your content on Instagram and stuff. And I was like, dude, this guy's inspiring. Like he's really built like a community and a group of people that are really following what he does and he's inspiring them. And that's where I was like, damn, this guy is like got a bright future and he's inspiring me. But it's exactly why I wanted to like bring you on and just talk about stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
As you know, we haven't really prepared for this. It was more supposed to be like, you know, a natural chat and stuff. But maybe if we start with like, so we can inspire some of the people out there. Maybe if we start with like, what's your story? What's your background, Connor?
Yeah, so about early 2015, I was 13, maybe 12, and I made a diabetes account on Instagram. It wasn't specifically a diabetes account, and then it was just like another account apart from my personal one to try and find other diabetics because I was quite alone back then and finding diabetes is quite hard. So I made this account and then I started like interacting with other diabetics that I found. And during that time, I posted photos of like my blood sugars every day for about 2 years or so. And then in the summer of 2017, I stopped posting. I can't remember why, but I grew my account just from that and interacting with other diabetics to about 2,000 followers, maybe 3,000. But I deleted that account, and then in January 2018, I started from scratch as T1D_teenager, and just posted every day, just like trying to inspire other diabetics. And then as of maybe the other week, I changed all of my social media to Connor Harrington _, which is my like personal name, to try and create other stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. And okay, that's a quick sum up, man. You got the summaries unlocked.
I tried to do it quick.
And how's that been going for you? You transitioned recently, right? Like
so
make some new stuff.
Yeah, so I've posted literally just positive stuff about diabetes for 4 years, if you include both the spells, and then I've had about 13,000 followers.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was going really, really, really well. And like I really enjoyed it, but I kind of reached a point where I wasn't enjoying it because I still like really, really like everyone, and it was fun, but it was kind of getting a bit repetitive, or I was running out of ideas, and I wanted to inspire more people on like a broader scale. And also, when I created my account, it was for kind of for me to find other diabetics. Then it got to the point where I was creating content. So now I kind of want to address the situation of why do I actually create and what do I like to do.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Connor,
I've not had
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I've lost probably about 1,000 followers or so. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but I'd rather now post stuff that I enjoy making and enjoy creating more, and get, say, a lot less likes or comments or whatever, than just keep posting to make others happy or because they like it.
Oh my
obviously,
God.
yeah, obviously you want to make others happy, but you have to put yourself first, because if you're not happy, then no one else will be.
I love it, man. Just, oh my God, just what you said. You just said something which really connected with me. You said, don't post to make others happy. Post because you make yourself happy by posting, something like that. I think I'm just trying to bring this back to everyone that's watching and listening right now. I feel like this is such a common struggle with a lot of people. I'm not just talking about people that make or create like content, but just people in general who are doing things for others other than themselves.
Yeah.
Everybody on YouTube or Instagram right now, if you've gone through this struggle, please say you do, and maybe add some context to the situation, because I can add you to the screen. I can add your comment to the screen. Just so
it's like like when people are different around others. Have you heard that? Is it Jay Shetty said that quote? I am not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. That's kind of about that.
And like at your age, especially, man, when you're like 17, like people are trying to find their identities in that, like trying to see like really how they fit in the world. And a lot of people won't, change their style or like change the stuff that they're making in fear of like losing friends or their friends or their family.
Judgment
like,
from others. Most
judgment,
people
judgment, like, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah, most people when I made that announcement the other week looked in and they were like, why? You've got 13,000 followers, you're getting thousands of likes on every post, hundreds of comments. Why are you doing this? And now they may look at it and be like, well, you've lost all these followers, you're getting half the likes and hardly any comments. Why would you do that? But
they say, like, Connor, you're a loser, man. Why do you stick with what you're doing? What are you doing?
Looking at like that small picture instead of that, because you got to,
Exactly. I think we both follow Gary Vaynerchuk, right? I think Gary V is someone I've been following for a long time, but he's always made the example of when people switch up their thing, of like where it can take them to. For example, Gary V was always making content about wine library TV. That was his thing. That was the business he was working on with his father, and he gained like a following in that community and got known in that niche. And then he kind of stopped making content about that and then went more into the business side. For me personally, I followed Gary since 2011.
It's about when I started following him.
Really?
When I first got social media, I don't know how I found him, but I found him and I've followed him ever since.
So I remember when he had 20,000. I subscribed to him when he had about 20,000 YouTube subscribers. 20,000. At this point, he's now at millions, 4 million, I don't know, 3 million. Instagram is like almost probably 10 million. Like it's crazy. At that time, he was barely known in this kind of world, online world. Now, like it's crazy. Like my friends all know who he is. They've seen this guy online doing his rants and stuff. But I look back to the chubby, like guy called Gary Vaynerchuk, like back then. But it's him. I think you could take examples on and think, okay,
for sure.
This is someone who took a L for a couple of years, but then quickly switched things around. Yeah, because he followed his heart and followed his passion. 100%. So you've lost like 1,000 followers now. Let's say you've like lost a bit of the comments and likes and stuff on your photos. How's that making you feel?
I mean, if about probably 6 months ago, I used to I wouldn't actively chase metrics and numbers because that's not good. But if say I got 1,000 likes, that make me really happy. And then as I've grown on social media, you go from I started off with 0 likes. If I got 10, I'd be happy. 100, be happy, and it just goes up and up and up. And then as of maybe a couple months ago, some of my posts started going viral. Some like memes I made, like 10,000 likes or whatever. And once you hit that, I find that if you don't hit that number again, then nothing below that will make you happy. So in the
Oh my
last
days.
probably few months or so, I've realised numbers are kind of irrelevant. So now I don't really care what the number is, as long as there's one person who's commented and said that's helped them, then that doesn't bother me.
Connor, I've gone through the same struggle, bro. Like, a lot of people, probably 80%, 90% of the people that are following me now know me from the 100-day challenge.
Yeah. That's how I found you.
Yeah, great, thanks. No, it's good. It's really positive. But a lot of people know me from the 100-day challenge, and they know me as this footballer guy and someone who's chasing their dreams in football and stuff. And that's still relevant. I love football. I train it every single day. I'm always striving to improve and all that. A lot of people don't see the other side of what I do most of the time. Maybe because they don't want to. Maybe because they just relate way more to the football side. But I remember when I was doing the 100-day challenge, it started off really small. There was like a couple of hundred views on the first video, and then second video, third video. And by day 100, I remember publishing that video, and then I published it, and then like within a minute, 3,000 views. 10 minutes, 30,000 views, and within an hour, like 50. I can't remember the exact numbers, but holy, like it was like almost on the trending page and things like that. And I just remember, and for the last 3 years, sometimes when you look at like a thing that you really believe in, you think it's going to do really well. It doesn't get 100,000 views. It doesn't get 400,000 views really quickly, and sometimes you start second guessing. Oh, should I really posted this? Did I make a mistake of not, I don't know, continuing the 100-day challenge as well? But the thing is, when your heart is not fully into it,
you're not going to do it well.
Exactly.
I think if you chase numbers, you'll never be happy because there's always a higher number. So you just got to make your content, post it, and then be satisfied that you made the best content you can. And whether or not it gets 10 trillion views or 2 views, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing with what I really like is like you doing your own thing, decide to do your own thing, you're following your heart. But in the short term, you're not going to see the results from that.
Yeah, for sure. It's like I've posted on Instagram pretty much every day for the last 4 years, but I could have easily probably grew my account a lot more if I just posted once every 2 or 3 days, and then I'd get double the likes, double everything. But that's not really what I'm about, so I don't do that.
About that. I love that. Well, I guess that's just a little bit about the struggles of this thing where creation. That's just the nature of it. But I'm really keen to see if you keep progressing on this path, like what's going to happen over the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. Because I really believe in you, man. I think you're going to become.
Thank you.
Whatever you do, whatever you're preaching or talking about, you're gonna kill it because you're doing you, and that's rare.
That's the plan. At the moment, I'm just trying to figure out what do I want to create that's not just diabetes, because I've been sort of attached to that for so long, and now I'm just trying to find what else do I actually care about.
I love it. Let's get into the next thing, man.
Yep.
Okay, this is about no excuses. You got type 1 diabetes, which I don't know much about type 1 diabetes. I know about type 2 diabetes because I know someone in my family that has type 2 diabetes. But like, what is type 1 diabetes and how does it affect you?
So type 1 diabetes is like an autoimmune disease or like a chronic illness. So your pancreas stops producing insulin, which is like better cells. So whenever you eat anything or during the day, you have insulin from your pancreas. It's kind of hard to explain simply, but my pancreas doesn't produce insulin, which means I have to be connected to an insulin pump. So I've got a needle in me now with this connected to it. So I'm always connected to this wire. And then that basically pumps a certain amount of insulin through my body every minute. And then whenever I eat anything, I have to program it through there and count the carbohydrates. And then, so if I have too much sugar in my blood, it'll go high. Too little, it'll go low. So if I go too low, I can have like a coma or collapse, whatever. So I have to have like certain sugar tablets when I'm low, and then when I'm high, I have to have more insulin. And if it goes too high, you can end up in like DKA, or in hospital.
Wow. And like, so how exactly does this affect your like daily life, like your day-to-day
Yeah,
stuff?
so now it's different because I'm not at school anymore. I'm working, so it's I manage it differently. Just have to wake up in the night if it's beeping or whatever to sort it out. Test. So the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is literally, instead of rolling out of bed and getting my phone, I roll out of bed and pick up my meter, which is on the floor, and then prick my finger, test, and then do what I need to do. Then I'll give my insulin for breakfast, then get ready. And then when I give my insulin, I have to wait at least between 15 to 30 minutes before I eat anything. And then I've had set change, and then I have another needle in me which tells me what my blood is all the time. So that's called a sensor. Then obviously if I go low, I have to stop what I'm doing, wait. It could be 20 minutes to an hour to longer. If I'm high, that will make me like angry and I can't concentrate, so that can be really annoying. And if I'm low, I'm like dizzy.
Despite this, Connor, you are like a really busy dude, right?
Yeah, I try
Explain a bit more. You are I don't know many 17-year-olds, teenagers that are as busy as you. Like what are you involved in at the moment?
Yeah, so at the moment I left secondary school, so year 11, June 14th last year, and then I was meant to have like a 3-month summer like everyone else, and then either go college or sixth form, whatever I wanted to do. I did have a football offer, but I ended up turning that down. And then on the 1st of July, I started an apprenticeship that I found in IT, so I had my 10-day summer, but within that I was applying for it and everything. And then since then I've been so I worked 5 days a week all summer, and then when September came, I'd go to college 1 day a week for my apprenticeship, and then 4 days at work. It's in IT, and then obviously I create content for Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube now, in evenings, and then I'm also doing some like web development courses and some Linux stuff, etc.
Okay, so you got let me like just try break this down. You got an apprenticeship, which is like in the UK, like in Australia, I know people know what an apprenticeship is, but you can call it more like trying to think for the Americans out there, like it's almost like an internship you do as a student. Yeah. So you got your apprenticeship, you got school that you do full time, basically. You got courses that you do, learning stuff, and on top of that, you're posting like all the time on your social media stuff. Do you work out? Do you like exercise?
Yeah, obviously. So I do. I've been at the moment I'm at home all the time, so I've been cycling every day. I try to run. Normally, I do football twice a week, but obviously that's cancelled. And then gym stuff, whatever.
Do you ever chill?
I play now. I built my PC a few weeks ago. I've been saving for that, so now I've been playing COD Warfare, Warzone even, or I'd play FIFA 20 maybe for half an hour after work if I have time.
Nice.
But I made a Twitch channel for that, so technically that's productive now as well.
Okay, damn. I think the deeper question I really just want to get into of you do all those things, you're really busy, you're driven to do all these things, but like why?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to work out why. So my work, obviously, I wanted to do that because I didn't want to stay at school for another 2 years, and I liked IT, so it made sense. I'm really, really enjoying that. So that's. I leave at 8 and get back at around 6ish.
But Connor, I wanna know why.
Why? I don't know. Social media, when I had my diabetes mainly account, was to help people, inspire people. Obviously now it's changed, and now I'm trying to work out why I still post. I don't know, just to create, I guess. It's ever since I don't know. I changed it. I'm sort of trying to figure it all out again, and rethink. So I think the next few months will be quite big in terms of what I'm creating for the future. So like planning all that out. Yeah, I don't know. Just to I'd say Instagram wise and social media to help people and entertain people.
Yeah.
And
Let
then
me tell you the way I think about it, because I reckon sometimes it's good to really know, like literally the reason, the deep reason why you do something. Because I've always thought about it a lot, like why am I full of like motivation? Why am I so driven to like freaking kill the day every day and still want to, I don't know, work at 11 p.m. at night, even though I've been up at 6? What's that driving factor? And it's not money. Like, I don't care about money. I mean, it'd be cool to have $1 billion, but what am I going to do with it? I'll buy AirPods Pro. I'll probably buy like a Mini Cooper. It's not a Ferrari. I don't want a Ferrari. I'll probably buy like the best iPhone, but I don't need $1 billion for that. I need like, I don't know, nothing. So like, it's not really my thing, but I think it's just also sacrificing time with like friends. I got a girlfriend that maybe I'm not spending as much time as I could with her, but that's a different thing, but we're good with that. But like, for me, I do not want to waste a minute. I do not want to waste a day. And I want to achieve every single goal that I set out. And the reason why, and this is a really deep thing for me, the reason why is because I don't want to waste the potential that I think I have. So when you're young, especially like maybe like you and maybe others listening and stuff, they can relate. Sometimes when you're young, like 8 or 9 or 10 or 14 or whatever age, you envision yourself a certain way.
Yeah.
And for me, consciously, I've been working towards trying to get to my full potential and that vision that I have since I was literally 10, 12 years old, however long I can remember. And that's what drives me every single day. I do not want to, that's what keeps me satisfied. If I have a day I'm hustling all day, I can go put my head on the pillow at night thinking, okay, I gave everything. It's been a race to get here. I'm satisfied. I'm happy. And that's what makes me happy.
Yeah. It's funny you said that. I posted a quote like that last night just before I went to bed. Yeah.
So you can clip this. You can clip this, and then you can clip what I just said. Put it on your social media. Hey, boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think as well, it's just to be the best you can, I guess. And I was just going to say something and I forgot again. I keep remembering this thing that I was going to do or going to say, and I'm forgetting. God. It will come back. It will come back.
It'll come back. Yeah. Yeah, man. Don't overthink it.
No, I had it because I said it the other day.
Don't overthink it. But anyway, I think before that,
that's it.
So as that comes back to you, it's just like doing why you do what you do.
Yeah,
comes back to that deeper, like why is it?
I think another reason why, which is kind of everything, is to be. Obviously, I'm diabetic, and I don't really know any other diabetics who have made it massive. Obviously, you've got Nick Jonas, who's a singer, but I've never really had a way to relate to him other than he's diabetic. Gary Mabbott, I don't know if you know him. He was a footballer for Tottenham back in the day. He had diabetes, and Nacho Fernandez for Real Madrid, he's also got it. But they do talk about it, but I want to sort of be or create a path to prove to people that it is possible to do anything with it.
Right. So like be the role model for those with type 1 diabetes.
And just not regret that I didn't do it. I guess that's probably my reason. I don't know.
Oh my God, we've just come to a revelation. Revelation here on Lockdown. The first revelation. Is it revelation? No, revelation.
Yeah.
I think that's really deep, man, because like probably what I'm thinking is when you're like younger, a lot of, I don't know, people would have said to you, hey, Connor, like take it easy, like
I won't go hard on you, or
exactly,
you can chill.
No, you had that inner driving to kind of prove people wrong and say, no, you know what, I can do this.
It's like even when I don't know, I just have something. I don't want it to stop me. Like even when I've made a YouTube video, my first one, and I went low during it. I was like 3, and I just carried on running, which is bad. You're not meant to. And everyone in the comments was like, "How did you run the last 3K if you're this like they're like, oh, I feel dizzy, or like I'm going to pass out when I do that. I don't know. Even when I feel like that, I just don't want to admit that it's going to stop me, which can be bad because sometimes I do need to just chill for a minute.
That's the driver for you.
But yeah,
I tell you, man, like a lot of people don't know this, but my dad, my father, he was born with like a deformed foot. He has like 3 toes on 1 foot, and he has to wear these special shoes and stuff. But he's like the most sporty, active dude at his age there is. He, especially when he was a bit younger, like my age, he was like going on 10-kilometer runs and like getting crazy fast times and like and a lot of people would go to him, his colleagues, his workmates, his friends and stuff would go to him and say, like, Humphreys, you can't do that. Humphreys, you can't be faster than me. Like, you got 3 toes in your foot. You wear this big bulky shoe when you run for balance. Like, but he wanted to prove people wrong. I think that's where I looked up to my dad and still look up to him as a role model with that kind of stuff. And it's kind of really important that you have those role models of people that have been in your situation or in similar circumstances and like have made a way and a path to get there. It's why I talked about, man, in the first lockdown, I was like, what's going to be your fuel? What's going to be your inspiration, your fuel? And you have type 1 diabetes, or I have a willingness also to prove people wrong about certain things. Exactly in those things that I shared last week, it's like these are all examples of people that have proved something wrong. And that's motivating. That's inspiring.
It's obviously you want to prove people wrong, but at the same time, I'm focusing more like proving to myself that I can actually do anything, even with it. And then once I've done that, then people will realize, like, if when I was, I don't know, 12, for example, I didn't have anyone to say, oh yeah, he's diabetic, so I can do it, because that's what like all the teachers used to say. Like, if you know anyone like you who's done it, then you've got no excuse. But I was like, well, I don't know anyone.
Wow. So you want to create that?
I want to be that one.
The one that, okay, I got it, man. It's like you're like Venus and Serena Williams making out of Compton as the girls who play tennis. And there was like, what? You play tennis? Like, what? California, Compton, ghetto, 2 black girls playing tennis? Like, what? And I'm trying to think of other examples of people like that who made a path for themselves. Might be like Eminem. You know, being a white rapper. I think there were white rappers before him, but he was that one individual that really, like,
definitely
made that platform.
Went for it,
And now you got Logic and who I'm thinking these days. There's a guy who made this song. It's going viral on TikTok. What's poppin'? Jack. Like, all these guys would gain influence, right? From Eminem.
Definitely.
You can do it. I can do it. But that's your purpose. That's I guess closer to your reason of why you do what you do. I love it. And I think for everybody listening, when sometimes we get a question on Train Effective, like, I can't seem to be motivated. I can't seem to get up early in the morning. I can't seem to stay focused at one thing. Or try and just go for a walk. Put your phone out your pocket. Like, just go for a walk alone with your own thoughts and think to yourself.
Walks help so much. What you do?
Walks help. I love it.
Yeah, all the time.
Or work out, or do whatever it is you need to do, and like really think to yourself, why is it that I do what I do? Like, what do I want to? What is my legacy? And this is why you inspire me, man. This is why I call this thing the Inspiring 17-year-old, because you're thinking about like your legacy and stuff now.
I mean, I don't think it's even. It's not motivation, because it's like with diabetes, I'm never motivated to deal with it. Like, I didn't have to deal with it, but then I'd die. So it's like the discipline to have to deal with it every day, and you've got no choice. So if you I don't know how you can make yourself, I don't know, say for football, for everyone from Train Effective who wants to become a professional footballer, I don't know, say if you don't wake up at 7 and do an hour training, then you have to, I don't know, pay £5 to someone, or, you know what I mean? Just something like that. You know
what the worst punishment? Sorry to cut you off, but you know the worst punishment I did in that kind of thing?
Was it you who did the tweet?
Was it? Okay. Let me tell the story for the people who don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've done this multiple times, random situations. It was like I had to be at the gym by 10 a.m. because that was my goal for the day. If I didn't get to the gym by 10 a.m., I'd be like, Nick, I need to do 500 push-ups
Oh wow.
in front of the supermarket, like in front
Yeah.
of this convenience store that's next to the gym. And I remember I was in the car. It was 9:45. I left the house, and I was like, Nick, why did I leave so? Like, why did you leave so late? Like, I committed to this 10 o'clock thing. If I'm 1 minute late, I got to do push-ups. And I was rushing through. I was rushing in the car in this pink Suzuki slow car. Maybe you've seen it. But anyway, rushing. Anyway, I get to the gym 10:03. I'm like, okay, after I do my workout, I got to do those 500 push-ups. I ended up after the workout going to the convenience store. It's called IGA for those guys, people in Australia who know what I'm talking about. Went to IGA in front of the supermarket, laid down next to the homeless guy that was asking for money, and then I started doing my push-ups. And every single person walked in and out looking like, what are you doing? And for me, that was embarrassing. Like, what am I doing push-ups here? But it taught me, it was like that discipline system that you need. Like, I'm going to do my push-ups. Ended up having a great conversation with the homeless guy. He told me he just got out of jail the week before, and he was like trying to find his path again. And I was doing my 500 push-ups. It took me 30 or 40 minutes to complete them, but I got it done, and I didn't want to make that mistake again.
Yeah, that's
discipline.
That's probably the main thing. It's like I think anyone who's diabetic or has any illness can kind of relate to it, because you've got no other option. So you either do it or die. So just got to do it.
It could be. It can be perceived as a curse, but it's a blessing almost.
Yeah, in the same way. Yeah, it's like I always say, it's like my biggest advantage and my biggest disadvantage.
Wow, there's so many key takeaways to take.
Yeah,
from
for sure.
But definitely one of them is it's like no excuses. You discipline yourself. You say you're going to do something, you don't do it. Punish yourself. Any other punishments? Like anything? Any other tactics to?
I know. I said about the tweet thing. That wasn't you then. I watched a video once, and someone used to tweet out maybe the night before if they didn't wake up at a certain time, and every person who replied to it would get like £1. But they had like a couple thousand followers. They ended up obviously getting up, or they'll be broke. I don't know, but I guess if you've got a reason why, that should be enough.
Well, people at home can do the same thing. Like, okay, if you really want to wake up at 6 a.m., every minute that you're late, you put, I don't know, £1 or...
Or even if it's just anything that isn't comfortable but would be good in a way.
Yeah. Well, you could put £1 and give it to charity.
Yeah.
And then over time it adds up. For me, it was about doing something embarrassing and that scares me, and that was a push-ups. I've done other stupid stuff too because I didn't accomplish a goal that I should have done. But anyway, we won't get into that right now. But it's important. It's important.
Definitely.
Connor, let's end with one thing, because you got a real, I think, clear sense of why you do what you do, and I hope, like, other than other people listening getting value out of this, that you yourself got value. Like, oh, maybe that is my closer to my why. Because that's what it's all about, man. It's like what I want to create. I don't want to script stuff.
No.
It's about natural authenticity on this lockdown. But where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where's Connor in 10 years?
10 years. So, so I mean, obviously, as I said, the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be thinking more about stuff like this. My answer now would be, hopefully, on social media, I've created I don't really care if I have 10 million followers or still at, I don't know, 20k or whatever I'm at. As long as I'm still creating in a way and helping people. And then obviously work-wise in IT, hopefully I've learned everything I set out and told myself I will now, kept to it, and then maybe create a business or I don't know. I'm thinking, I'm just, I'm
plodding.
I'm in the journey of thinking at the moment.
Got it. I love that. Journey.
And then I'm making a YouTube series at the moment that I've just started for every Sunday, just to fill my week and then see what I get up to watch that back when I'm, I don't know, 5 years time, see if I did what I said I would.
I love it.
So, yeah.
And that's what we're going to do, man. We're going to refer back to this
for sure.
5 years, 10 years, when you've got a beard and I don't know, a kid. I don't know. And then we're gonna reflect back on this
Yeah,
moment.
definitely.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
for
fun.
sure.
Connor, man, we're gonna wrap it up there.
Mm-hmm.
But how can people continue following your journey?
Yep. So I'm pretty much on every social platform there is now. Instagram, which is where I'm most active, is Connor Harrington _. So that's CONNORHERRINGTON _. My YouTube channel is also called Connor Harrington. The link's in my bio of my Instagram. Twitter is Con Harrington. Twitch, my Twitch channel is just Connor Harrington as well. And Snapchat is T1D Teenager, as that's from my last thing, which is an issue because you can't change your name on Snapchat. So I'm debating making a new one or not. I don't know. TikTok as well.
TikTok.
I'm actually biggest on TikTok. I have 27,000 followers on TikTok. But because I grinded TikTok, just posting my blood every day, and then I stopped doing that for the last year. So I made a new series, just what not to say to diabetic on TikTok, to get me back into TikTok.
That's good.
That's Connor Harrington again.
Yeah, just for the insider knowledge here, so like everyone kind of understands where TikTok's at. We've never seen on the Train Effective side, we've never seen followers grow as much as they have been growing.
It's crazy.
TikTok. Oh my God, that just reminds me. So I can show this to people. Actually, this is great. Make sure you tune onto YouTube. I can go to the Train Effective official. Like this is a crazy thing about TikTok. Like we just posted this video. Hold on. We just posted this video. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to 3 hours ago. Okay, I can't see it, but 3 hours ago, it's already got 23,000 views.
Wow!
And it's got 3,640.
You're killing the TikTok game better than me.
Like, I'm not killing it. My team is killing it. If Claire's
your
listening right now, Claire Dickoff, she's killing it. But it's just something we posted to inspire people.
Yeah.
Already got 23,000 views. We only have 34,000 followers. And it's because that the simple reason why, Connor, I reckon, is because TikTok's got nearly the same amount of users as Instagram, but there are 100 times or 1,000 times or 10,000 times less the creators on it.
Yeah, definitely.
So there's way less supply than demand compared to other platforms.
Yeah,
and that's just why.
Yeah.
That's why you have to get onto it now before the supply increases. Yeah.
Well, I was really early on TikTok. I was creating videos in 2018, maybe every day for ages, and then I don't know why I deleted them all, like I did with my last thing. And then I started again. But yeah, I'm trying to work out what TikToks to post. I don't really want to jump on these dances. I don't think they're for me. But I'm just trying to work out, what to do on TikTok. You know what I mean?
Maybe you can do
It's weird, yeah.
This is the game of creating stuff.
It's just planning and then executing it. But yeah, I'm sure I'll find a plan.
Maybe sharing, maybe just sharing the story of like where you are right now with your head. Like you just took this big leap of like changing all your stuff around, and that was like there's a lot of pressure in that, and you're losing followers and stuff. Literally start the TikTok thing with like, I lost 1,000 followers because of this reason. I think people will really relate and see, Connor, like this guy, like, no, he can't be losing. Like, no, I want to support this guy. I want to see what his journey's all about.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's a good idea. Let me film it now.
Do it.
Let's go.
Tag me. I'm gonna share it.
I'll tag you. Yeah, tag you.
I think that's it. Just sharing the journey, right? So
yeah, see if we got any good clips on here. I'll screen record it and post it on my feed or something.
Let me say that to everybody also that's like listening or watching. If you are in this creative mindset, you want to like start something, just start with like where you're at. I think that's the most interesting thing. Start with where you're at.
Well, Gary Vee says just document the journey. That's what the idea was, and then of my new series.
100%. And start with whatever you have. I started the 100-day challenge thing with my iPhone, and I did videos on Snapchat, and then kind of reposted them to YouTube. And then it was just like days in my life, things that I was doing. That's it.
Yeah, I built my Instagram page to 8,000 followers with an iPhone 5C and an iPod 3 where the camera didn't work.
My goodness.
So yeah, there's not really much you can't do.
No, and that's exactly point number 1 with the X. No excuses. And that's what it's all about. All right, Connor,
Sure.
I'm gonna let you go.
Yep. Thank you for having me on. It's been really good.
Yeah, no, great. We'll make sure we do this again sometime.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Maybe.
And yeah, man.
I'm looking forward to the 5-year watch back of this or something.
Of course. It's all about the growth, and
Yeah.
and that's lockdown, and that's this thing that we made. All right, man. Peace.
All right. See you in a bit, Nick.
See you later.
Cheers.
What? Connor Harrington. Everybody watching, that's Connor. Make sure you follow him on at Connor Harrington. I think a really good discussion. I know today's a lot more about maybe the tactical side of like social media and stuff. I know if you got to this point, you're probably really interested in it. But I think a discussion like this, it's a really natural thing to just kind of let people know that a lot of the stuff that you might think about is also what we tend to think about too, as people creating and trying to grow. So that's just what lockdown's all about. It's about being real, being authentic and natural, and hopefully that natural and authentic, unscripted conversation was just good for you guys. So I'm off, guys. Thank you. And that was Lockdown. No excuses, excellence multiplied by our unity. Hope you enjoyed, and peace. See you next time.